Hi everyone, and thank you very much for tuning in to westernpacificweather.com today on the 15th of December 2014. We have a few things to talk about today. First and foremost, the Tropic. Still a few areas out here, these tropical waves, one moving across the South China Sea now. Another one just towards the west of Palau will continue to bring some rainfall across the Philippines. I know a lot of you are worried about this little cloud cluster over here towards the east. Not really much to worry about that right now, to be honest. I don't see any development right now, just a big burst of convection, but nothing really organizing and nothing expected to organize in the future. I think the big issue across the Philippines right now, and I know everybody's been worried about a typhoon forming. Remember that last week, the whole basically hype that was put out there, mostly due to a local weather agency here. But the big issue really has been the cold surge coming down, and you can see right here extending up with that cold front towards the northeast. That interacting with the tropics and these waves pushing through have been just bringing that persistent rainfall even across the Manila area, extending over through southern Luzon and Visayas. Some areas well over 50 to 60 millimeters has been reported in a 24-hour span. The issue with that is just the persistent rainfall that will continue to hit this area as we go ahead through Monday and the Tuesday. You can just see that moisture continuing to pile up, especially along northeastern portions of Luzon, where you're not only dealing with the rainfall here, but we'll put the winds back up. That cold surge is coming in, interacting, and bringing those gale force winds there for you. Same thing goes for parts of Vietnam over through there into Thailand. You just have that persistent northeast monsoon. And also earlier today, we were talking about the landslide that took place out here in eastern portions of Java. And unfortunately, not much of an improvement in your forecast, especially during the afternoon, the evening hours. You will still see those rain showers kick up. But anything organized in the tropics, I mean, well, let's just go through here. And I just don't see anything happening over the next week or so. Everything's just basically getting hit by the northeast monsoon. And even if something was to develop, that vertical wind shear would come in and basically destroy this with that leading edge of our cold surge extending all the way down there towards the Philippines. So with that said, I want to talk about Japan. I know that's what I kind of titled this update. It's this storm that's going to be hitting Japan. I mean, the last, well, basically several days, it's been coming down out here. Take a look at some of these images. I took in Niigata last weekend, and then when we talk about sea effect snow, this is what we're talking about, near whiteout conditions. The snow was just definitely coming down. I was on a ski lift, and by the time I got to the top of the lift, already a good half a centimeter accumulated. And it does look like the next 72 hours, another shot of heavy snowfall is going to be coming in. And what we're going to be seeing at first, starting over here towards the East China Sea into the Yellow Sea, basically Monday night. And then as we head through Tuesday morning, you can see the pressure starting to drop here off towards the north after this crosses the Korean Peninsula. And then once it hits the Sea of Japan, it just bombs out. This really rapidly deepens. And we can just even scroll through here, and you can see how fast it starts to deepen as it moves off towards the northeast. We're talking about tropical storm, possibly typhoon strength winds, some areas upwards of 100, 120 kilometers per hour. Even down towards the south, this is going to be split low, so we're also looking at some more precipitation on the southern extent of this, with gale force winds extending across the Pacific coast of Kyushu, Shikoku, extending out there towards Honshu, and also into Tokyo, widespread rainfall. And I think by Tuesday evening, some of this snow could make its way over there towards Tokyo, and it does look like there could be the threat of maybe a rain-snow mix, kind of the granola type stuff. Areas just inland from the coast here, and I'm talking about inland Kanto, actually, western Tokyo, Saitama. I think the closer you get to the coast, the less likely we'll be seeing that threat of snowfall, but it's still there. But the worst of it, I mean, take a look at this, Hokuriku, off there towards northern portions of Honshu. I mean, over 100 centimeters easily coming in with the storm system. Look ahead, going into Wednesday, it's not over yet, even though the low does push off there towards the northeast. It's still bringing some gale force winds across parts of Hokkaido. Very heavy snow off there. But then watch these pressure wrap around, and look at all these lines really close together. I'm using the pressure gradient because this indicates you this very high pressure gradient. And when you have those lines really close together, it also indicates these very high winds. In some areas, I mean, let's get rid of the precipitation, 40 to 50 kilometers per hour, 60, 70 kilometers per hour. Sustained, this isn't even taking into account gust. Absolutely just a rough weather out there, and all that's picking up the moisture. It will be dumping it here along the Sea of Japan coastline. So another round of that sea effect snow really just coming in on Tuesday night, going throughout the day here on Wednesday. All right, guys, that is all for now. As we go ahead through the rest of the week, though, Thursday into Friday, that snow should finally taper off. You can see here by Friday afternoon really starts to settle down, but throughout the day on Thursday, it just continues to wrap around with those strong northerly winds. All right, thanks again for watching, and as always, stay safe out there.